You cannot help someone who refuses to help themselves. Doesn't matter if it's family, friends, coworkers, strangers, or an inmate. The principle is the same. You can carry water to the well, but you cannot make someone drink. You can hand out tools, open doors, line up opportunities. But if the person on the receiving end won't lift a finger, it all collapses into nothing. And yet, every day we watch people burn through chance after chance because they are more committed to their excuses than to their own growth. People talk a big game about wanting change, wanting better lives, but when it comes time to step into the discomfort that real change requires, they retreat. They sit back and wallow in blame. They point the finger at the government, their boss, their parents, their upbringing, or bad luck, convincing themselves that life is unfair, which it is. But then they weaponize that unfairness as an excuse to do nothing. They wear victimhood like a badge of honor, not realizing it has become their prison. Comfort, even in misery, becomes their home. They choose the familiarity of dysfunction over the risk of growth. Excuses build nothing. Excuses don't fix a broken marriage. They don't break an addiction. They don't pay bills. And they don't heal wounds. Excuses rot. They make people bitter, stagnant, resentful. They turn people into permanent drains on everyone around them. Families pour their love into them. Friends pour their energy into them. Employers pour resources into them, and all of it vanishes into a black hole of wasted potential. They take and take and take, but never rise, because rising would require responsibility, and responsibility terrifies them. It's the dividing line. Yes, life is unfair. Some people are handed disadvantages that others never know. Yes, the system is flawed and corrupt. All of that is true, but none of it changes the fact that at the end of the day, the only person who can steer your life is you. No one else can crawl inside your head and make you care. No one else can force you to choose discipline over excuses. No one else can push you into growth if they're determined to stay small. This is why some people rise and others don't. The ones who rise aren't always the smartest or the luckiest. They're the ones who at some point looked in the mirror and said, no more. No more waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect handout, or a guarantee. They stopped rehearsing their excuses and started moving. You may stumble, you get knocked down, but that's what it's all about. Meanwhile, the others sit and wait. They wait for someone to rescue them. They wait for conditions to be easier, for the right people to notice them, for life to suddenly tilt in their favor. And while they wait, time passes, opportunities vanish. Bitterness calcifies, and the world keeps moving without them. Waiting is a choice, and it's always a choice that leads nowhere. And the damage doesn't stop with them. People who refuse to help themselves drag everyone else down with them. They drain families, they poison workplaces, they turn friendships into one-way streets. And yet, when they crash, they blame everyone but themselves, blind to the fact that they have been the architect of their own cage. The truth is this: people can love you, people can guide you, people can open doors for you, but no one can walk through those doors for you. No one can fight your battles, fix your habits, rewrite your choices. If you refuse to help yourself, you cannot be helped. This is the dividing line between those who break free and those who stay trapped. Those who rise may start with nothing, but they use what little they have. They claw, they grind, they fail forward, and they refuse to quit. Those who stay stuck may have all the resources in the world, but they squander them because excuses are easier than effort. So let's stop pretending. Let's stop coddling endless excuses. Let's stop throwing lifelines to people who refuse to grab them. And let's stop exhausting ourselves for people who will not move. There comes a point when compassion without accountability becomes enabling. And enabling doesn't heal, it destroys. So, you either rise or you don't. You either act or you stay stuck. You either help yourself or you live and die as the victim of your own excuses. No one can save you from yourself except you. And until you decide to do it, nothing and no one ever will. Humanfluence out.